It's time to run the fast break. It's when we do a bunch of NBA stories very fast. Nets are, dare I say it out loud, Brew, on track?
Uh-oh.
Beat the Wizards last night.
Say it, Wildes.
They've won 8 of 9. Brew, is this the Nets team you expect to see moving forward?
No. Now, they look good. As you said, 4 straight, 8 of 9, 10-3 since Kyrie returned. But I expect to see a better Nets team going forward. Look, Ben Simmons, that 10-3, he's missed 5 of those games.
Well, shocker.
They have, Nick, you know what they are rated defensively?
10th. Let me guess.
10th,
yeah,
yes.
I know.
They are a top 10 defense.
Play along, say, I don't know.
They got offensive firepower.
Yeah,
they lead the league in block shots.
Offensively?
They're like 11, something like that, right? But you got Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and Ben Simmons dishing, getting open threes. This is why they're going to get better, Nick.
Okay.
Defensively, they are rated number 10, and they've been without their best defensive player for a lot of these games, Ben Simmons. So he'll come back, make them better defensively.
Ben Simmons
and here's the
showing up.
Yeah, I like what Ben is doing. Ben is playing well. Here's the other thing. Now, this is their biggest, other than something that could happen off the field. We know off the court, there's always a possibility.
No, not with this team.
Right? Okay, I'll give you that. Barring that, though, their biggest challenge is rebounding. They're the worst rebounding team in the league. All right, they need some girth. But if they improve defensively, right, with what Nick said weren't good defensive players, but all of a sudden they're a really good defensive team, they can improve rebounding Wildes. And Wildes, the last 3 games, since Jacques Vaughn has really made it an emphasis, last 3 games, they had like the 3rd best rebounding percentage in the league.
Okay.
In the league.
People aren't here for rebounding.
So, listen, see, I'm an analyst.
Yeah. I understand you're an analyst.
And I'm looking at that's what they need to improve on to get up there with Boston.
You just said, they're
the 3rd best team in the East right now.
No, they're not.
Boston, Milwaukee, Brooklyn.
Okay. So hold on. So I have a question.
You know I'm right.
No, I don't
Don't
know
dare
you're
say
right.
the Sixers.
I don't know you're right. Why can't I say the Sixers? The same number of losses. And the Sixers have dealt with devastating injury. The Nets' devastating injury is their own players shooting themselves in the foot. It's different situation.
It's a new day.
Oh, okay. So does Wild? Should we take this to mean Brew wants to? It's such a flip flopper these days.
No. I have never flip flopped on Brooklyn.
Brew,
you've offered me like 6 olive branches.
Listen, I don't do impersonations, but Brew stared in the camera and said, and I quote, "Can a brother get a do-over?"
You did
that.
Say
that happened.
That was comedy. That was comedy. Y'all know a brother's funny. All right? I was getting my funny on. That's all.
Okay.
That's all that was.
Okay. All right.
You know that. See, you laugh.
All right. Can I tell you my concerns quickly here?
About Brooklyn?
Kevin Durant's played the most minutes of anyone in basketball. Strikes me as a little ambitious. It's 37 minutes per game. I don't like that.
Oh, my God.
But he wants to play, though.
How in the world can you survive playing?
I don't know, but last year they did that, and he seemed to, wear down in what Brew would call the closest sweep of all time. That's my first concern. Kyrie Irving shoots more than Kevin Durant. That doesn't seem smart at all. Durant's having an MVP caliber season. Durant's having one of the best seasons of his career. He's one of the best players any of us have ever seen. I am not encouraged by Ben Simmons. I am not. We thought that a few weeks ago when he finally had good games, that maybe that was going to be consistent. Instead, he's back to his homeostasis of 8, 6, and 6 and missing a lot of games. So that all concerns me. And still, I believe the Nets, as they have the entire time they've been constructed, have a hard, concrete round 2 ceiling. They cannot beat Boston. They cannot beat Milwaukee. I don't know if they can beat Philly or Cleveland to get to round 2, but if they were to, that's their ceiling. So, listen, I am happy. They've been fun to watch. I've been at all of these games this year but 3, but I have not changed my opinion of them. Brew has a lot of times, but it's...
He don't understand comedy. The
You're not supposed
timing,
to be
everything.
doing comedy. You're supposed to be
I thought
cogent
you were
analysis.
I mix it up. Mix it up.
Meanwhile, another one of Bruce's teams, this is no joke here, the Clippers, down the stumbling Celtics last night. Kawhi had 9 rebounds, 6 assists, and a season-high 25. Best game of the year for him. Here he is after the game with some curious comments.
What you did tonight, was that I'm not worried about tonight.
No indication of how far you progressed?
No, I don't want to be here tonight. I'm focusing on the end of the year, playoff basketball. Doesn't matter about tonight.
So before we did this story, we all looked at each other and like, did he watch the whole thing? What do you think he was saying? It was just odd. What was your final takeaway, bro?
Look, I don't think, Nick, he was saying, I don't want to be here and play regular season games.
That's
a
what
few
he said.
moments earlier, yeah, I know it is.
That's
but
the
a
weird
few
part.
moments before that, if we showed the whole clip, he said, I wish I could play in more regular season games. However, it wasn't the right thing to say. What he should have said, it's freaking December, mid-December. He should have said, look, I'm just trying to get stronger every day so I can play every game, or at least most of the games. It's about the journey, right? Phil Jackson, one of the greatest coaches, maybe the GOAT, always said it's about the journey. And I don't like Kawhi Leonard just saying, I can't wait till May. That's what I'm pointing to. I just don't like that thinking. I don't like the belittling of the regular season. And I don't think, Nick, that it's really realistic for a guy to be ho-hum, play every third or fourth game during regular season, and then come in the playoffs and you're the man.
The conference finals are every other day.
Right.
The conference finals are every other day. And if the goal is to peak in the postseason, that is a 2-month grind. And you mentioned, Wildes, that a week from today I'm doing my player pyramid.
Yeah.
When I build that out, it's 10 rows, which is 55 people. Now, we don't do the full 55 on TV, but that's how I start it, and then I manicure it from there. Kawhi's not on it.
At all.
In the top 55? How could he be?
He's played 9 games.
Can we show America Kawhi's numbers? Yesterday, he was 10 of 12, had the best game he's had all season. This is Kawhi on the year.
I know.
He's 13, 5, and 4 on 45% from the field. Going into last night, by the way, it was 38% from the field, but one game can jump your field goal percentage that much when you never play. The Clippers, to me, Wildes, are a cross-off team. They are drawing dead because this is not a sustainable way to run a basketball team with the guy who has to be your best player. Here's the other thing. It's not even like Kyrie last year, when Kyrie was a part-time guy. But, man, when he played, dude was electric. It was only like once a week, but he dropped 60, he dropped 50.
He played full games.
And he played full games.
Yeah. Right.
Kawhi has played he's played 225 minutes this year.
I'm with you. Here's the one thing I'll say. I would not, if they're healthy in the playoffs, they'll be scary. But I don't think they'd win the West. But I would not want to play them if Kawhi and George are healthy.
I guess my point is, even if they start the playoffs healthy, I do not think you can make it through those 2 months without building up a tolerance of playing a lot.
But do you think he could right now he's in first gear. And then, you know what? New year, hit into second gear. And then post All-Star,
I don't trust it.
I'll start to
I think Kawhi's management of his bodies and injuries has been mishandled for the entirety of his career since he's left San Antonio. Since he was living in San Antonio, I think it's cost him quite a bit.
Okay. All right. That was kind of a downer.
We've got something good here.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about some trophies.
Yeah.
And Michael Jordan.
Look at the NBA.
NBA went on a trophy renaming spree just out of the blue. Jordan got the MVP. Hakeem got the Defensive Player of the Year. Wilt Chamberlain got Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Havlicek got the Sixth Man. Jerry West got Clutch. George Mikan got the Most Improved trophy. When you think about Most Improved.
I like that, though.
George Mikan?
Yeah.
So this is the Michael Jordan trophy. So real question, where does this leave LeBron? And what do you think about all the renaming LeBron? LeBron. I called you LeBron.
Oh, I understand.
I got to quit the show.
I
called
like
you LeBron.
all the trophy renaming. I think it's cool.
Mikan. I like giving
all of
respect to
it.
George Mikan.
And I like all of them. I think the whole thing's cool. What I don't like is that it feeds the Michael Jordan propaganda machine. But it's fine. Listen, you can't give it to Kareem because Kareem has the most MVPs, but he already has an award named after him. LeBron is still playing, and they didn't give no active players.
If he wasn't,
and so
it wouldn't have mattered.
Okay, well, I'm not. But so this is what I say when I say the propaganda machine. This is from NBA.com today. Can I show you the headline about this story?
You can be mad that the NBA is supporting Michael Jordan.
Well, no. The Michael Jordan Trophy, NBA MVP renamed after the greatest player of all time.
What's the
It
issue?
appears as if the NBA has decided to settle the grand GOAT debate. And who better cast the final vote? The envelope, please, and the winner is Michael Jordan. This was, of course, written by totally unbiased journalist Sam Smith. Read his many books about Michael Jordan.
Yeah, but they weren't all positive.
Okay,
the Jordan rules.
Read his many books about Michael Jordan. But so here's the thing. You asked where this leaves LeBron. Because can we show, if we could, Brew, because I'll be serious about this. I did the 10 greatest players of the last 50 years. Mm-hmm. If we could show that. So LeBron's still playing. Kareem's got the Social Justice Award. Jordan now has the MVP. Magic has the Western Conference MVP. Right, yeah. Duncan, nothing. It kind of makes sense given the personality. Hey. Kobe, no, I'm saying I don't think he'd want it. I love Duncan. Look at where I have him here. Sure. Kobe, All-Star Game MVP. Yep. Bird, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Dream, now Defensive Player of the Year. Shaq doesn't have anything. Steph doesn't have anything. LeBron doesn't have
Shaq in a full count or no?
No.
Okay.
And so, Brew, I could see them creating an award for Steph, named after Steph, best shooter. If they just created best clutch player. And for LeBron, or an award named after LeBron, I think the figurative title belt holder of best player alive, but except make it literal. This award goes to the best player in the league. Sometimes it'll be the MVP.
I like it.
I don't.
Who was your league MVP last year, bro? Do you remember? Did you vote
Giannis.
Okay, the year before, did you vote Jokic?
Yes.
Okay, but you thought Giannis was better. Giannis, you wouldn't have said Jokic was the best player in the league, but you said he won league MVP.
But I think you just need one. Because I hear where you're at, where you're saying LeBron, let's say he's the best player in the league, but he didn't win the MVP.
Correct.
He only got 4. Obviously, he was the best player many more years. Jordan's only got 5.
Exactly.
Right. But that to me is too fuzzy. Like, it goes from year to year. It's like, he's been the best player the last 4 years. Well, why are we giving him an award this year?
Because
I don't think, first of all, I don't agree with the whole notion that everybody's going to get an award. All right. Michael Jordan retired 20 years ago. Okay, he's just getting an award named after him. 20 years after LeBron retires or somewhere around there, he'll probably get an award. All these guys, they retired
except for
decades
Kobe,
ago. Exactly. Kobe got his because of the way he passed. But I think it'll be a while before Steph, LeBron, any of these guys get awards named after him. Jerry West just got the most clutch. He hasn't played in decades. So now let me say this about Jordan since Nick started off quickly. ESPN.com, certainly one of the arbiters,
everybody
right?
Thinks he's the GOAT.
No, but that ESPN, you got to give them respect.
ESPN.com.
They had Jordan as the GOAT.
And the GOAT college player.
The Athletic. Great writers at the Athletic.
ESPN.com had Jordan as the greatest college player.
That was fans, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, same
the ESPN.com was analysts and writers.
Yeah, okay.
The Athletic.
Oh my God.
Analysts and writers,
because
some of the greatest in recent memory. Jordan, number one. NBA.com, the arm of the league. Jordan, number one. Yeah. Me, yours truly. Yeah. Jordan, number one. You, Jordan, what are we talking about?
The Chicago Tribune and Sam Smith.
Yeah, but Sam wrote some negative stuff about MJ.
Yeah, 35 years ago, and now has been trying to work back into his good graces ever since then.
Final thing on your LeBron trophy, make it a belt, not a trophy. So LeBron gets to wear it to every game, and then you have to actually hit the lose
I would say Iron Man, but that's too little for LeBron. Like, it's got to be better than Iron. You know what I mean? They might get at the Karl Malone.
The Kevin Willis award.
Yeah, like you play every game and 40 minutes a night.
Haslam gets an award.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.